Hey guys, it's Ben here with Assessment Day, the test experts who are here to help you with your psychometric tests and to teach you how, with practice, you can master them. What a time it has been recently. But that's not going to stop us from mastering our psychometric tests. Right now, we're going to share with you some top tips for logical reasoning tests. Logical reasoning tests come in many different styles and by different test publishers. So in this video, we're going to be looking at some tips that you can use to master any one of them. Right, let's get to them. 1. Start with the easiest pattern. In most logical reasoning questions, there will be multiple logical variables going on in order for you to find the correct answer. But not all logical variables are equal in their complexity. Use your intuition, or perhaps your eyesight will do, to determine which pattern is the most straightforward. This might be something like a box changing shade or an arrow changing direction. If you can figure out that pattern, you'll be able to narrow down your answer options considerably early on, making it a lot easier to determine the correct answer. In fact, if you're really lucky, there'll only be one answer option that fits that one pattern and you'll have figured out your answer really early on. But be warned, be a little bit careful with that because you might have missed something. 2. Learn the typical logical variables. At the end of the day, there's only so many ways you can manipulate a 2D shape. These include rotation, reflection, changing of the line, changing of the shade, increasing the corner sides, negative space, and some others. The point is that if you get familiar with the common manipulations, you'll find you're a lot quicker with figuring out the patterns for logical reasoning questions. 3. Check the pattern works forwards and backwards. Sometimes the best way to test whether your logic is consistent is to check whether your pattern works forward as well as backwards, like in this example. Of course, this will not always be relevant, but most of the time it's just the pattern in reverse, and if it works in reverse, it will help reveal that the pattern works logically. 4. Be aware of time. It's really important that you not waste a lot of time per question, so it's imperative you find ways to be faster. The other tips that I have given, such as starting out with the easiest pattern, are some ways for you to go faster. This may start out tricky for some, but will get easier the more you do it. Once you get more confident, you might find that you won't need to triple or quadruple check every pattern, and this will help save you a lot of time. So in a way, confidence will help save you time. 5. Try being abstract if you're stuck. In adaptive tests, the questions often get harder the more you get right. In some cases, when they get particularly hard, all of the obvious logical variables don't even get used. Instead, they start using more esoteric things that are much trickier to spot. For example, in this challenging question on one of our tests at Assessment Day, which you can find here or in the link below, the key is across the whole row, that each appearance of every line needs to be covered twice. If you look at the top row, the square, the other two boxes make up that box like a composite. So the white spaces are part of figuring out the key, and that can be pretty tricky. 6. Practice. And lastly, practice. Practice with accurate practice tests. Practice doesn't just involve taking 10 tests and saying that you're done. It's a learning process. See what you got wrong, see what you got right, read the explanations, and learn why the correct answer is the correct answer. Now, as I've reiterated, some of these tips will not come all at once. It's not as simple as you learn these and then you'll ace the test. I've given you the keys to best practice, and now you need to hone them to master the test yourself. Now, I'd love to know whether you found these tips useful or insightful, and feel free to let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our practice tests at Assessment Day. So, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.